Very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Today we are back with our biology classes, and in this video we are going to understand a little bit more about the excretory system. Particularly in this topic, in this video, we will understand excretory system in human beings. And as you can see this, although we have a lot of excretory organs present in our body, like the skin, okay, but main excretory system is considered this. This is considered the main excretory system. If anyone asks you about excretory system, just like if anyone tells you draw the diagram of the excretory system present in human body, then this will be the diagram. This is the excretory system, okay, in particularly. Although we have other organs also for excretion, which we have discussed in our previous video. If you have not seen my previous videos on this chapter, please watch them. I will post them along with this video in the class. Okay, thank you very much. So here, what is this actually? Do you know where are kidneys? Particularly, where exactly are kidneys in your body? If I ask you, where is your eyes? It's very easy. Where is your mouth? It's very easy. Hands, easy. Where is your lungs? A little bit tough, but still we know it's here. Where is heart? Everyone knows it's a little bit left side in the center of chest. Okay, stomach here, intestine here. But where are kidneys? Exactly. Liver is here on the right side, spleen on the left side. But where are kidneys? Kidneys are right here. Okay, do this correctly. Kidneys are right here, just on the both sides of the spinal cord and below the rib cage. Here are the kidneys. Two kidneys. This must be kidneys are. Okay. So here are they. Now this is the excretory system present in our body. What does it consist of? What does it consist of? Firstly, it consists of kidneys itself, two being said kidneys. Okay. Then we have, what do we need for kidneys? Kidneys are just like filters. Okay. They don't do anything else. They just filter blood. What do they filter? Blood. Blood is the transport system of our body. Just like it carries all the nutrients from intestine to all the cells of the body wherever we need it. Similarly, it collects waste material, all types of waste materials. Every type of things is transported by blood. Similarly, it collects all the types of waste materials from all the cells across the body and move around in the body with it. Okay, and whatever kidney needs to filter, kidney will filter. Whatever lungs needs to filter carbon dioxide, lungs will filter. Whatever any cell needs from it, it will take. Whatever any cell wants to excrete, it will give it, put in blood. This is how it works. Okay, so when the time comes for this system, blood comes in this system through here. As you can see, aorta. Aorta is a very thick artery, okay, one of the very thick artery, main artery which goes along from heart to belly, our belly, and it reaches our kidney. There it is called aorta, okay. It's the bigger connection of artery, simply, okay. So aorta brings fresh blood from the heart to the kidney, and here it is divided in both the kidneys, okay. Although it goes along, but it also supplies blood in kidney. Kidneys do what? Kidneys filter blood. How exactly? We will see in a while. But first, let's see the whole structure. Kidneys filter blood, and then what do? They put the urine, they put the pure blood back into this vena cava. Okay, and the impure blood, or sorry, the impurities are collected and passed on to the urinary bladder through this ureter. This ureter is a pipe connecting the urinary bladder and the kidneys. Okay, and it simply passes those liquids which are our waste materials, urine, and it is collected, and when it's full, urethra is an opening present to excrete the urine, and we excrete through it. Okay, so this is the whole structure. One pair of kidneys and an artery here to supply blood. Blood comes in, gets filtered, pure blood goes out, impurities come here. Is it clear? Kidneys, whenever we draw kidney, we draw adrenal gland because adrenal glands are situated just above the kidneys. So we draw them just for additional extra marks. Okay, but it is not compulsory to draw it here, but in the books or it is given or everywhere whenever kidney excretory systems are depicted, most of the places adrenal gland is also depicted. Do you know what is an adrenal gland? Exactly, it is a very interesting gland, my dear students. You can experience it. I will love to explain it to you. Let's see. Let's see, I'm teaching here. Okay, and suddenly a very big lion comes in through this gate. What will happen? Suddenly, very big lion enters this room. What will happen? Suddenly I will jump or climb somewhere, or I will try to escape, try to do something, and for doing that thing I need my best effort, because it is the matter of my survival. The lion is in front of me. That type of situation we get adrenaline. Adrenaline is secreted from these adrenal glands, and both the nostril opens, blood pressure increases, muscle becomes a little bit stiff, blood pressure increases, the breathing rate increases, both the minds become alert, both hemispheres become alert at 1 second, and its effect goes on for a few seconds. Okay, like let's say 10 seconds or 20 seconds, 30 seconds, depending on the situation, or 1 second, 2 seconds. So not only every time we need a lion to secrete adrenaline, even if you have to jump somewhere and you do not like this you do, and then suddenly you get the energy to jump. That energy comes from adrenaline, to jump or to climb or to do those such type of things. So it is a very interesting gland, adrenaline. Okay, and then the system is clear, and I hope now if you have any doubt we will discuss it further. Now let's take one kidney out from this system and see what's inside it. Okay, so now let's see what's given in the book. It says the kidneys are two bean-shaped organs in the back of abdomen located on either side of the backbone. Just now we discussed. Okay, internally kidney has two regions. Okay, two regions as you can see clearly. First one is cortex and the inner medulla. The inside one, these structures are medulla, and the outer structure, this one is cortex. Okay, basically two structures are there. So cortex is just an epidermal type of tissue. It just protects. The filtration work is done under medulla. Okay, where renal tubules or nephrons are present. Millions of nephrons are present in kidneys. Okay, millions of small tubules, they are arranged millions of nephrons. Similarly, this way they are arranged, and blood goes in and gets filtered through all of them, all together, all of them. Millions of nephrons filter blood continuously. Okay, these are what? These are nephrons. Then we have ureter to collect all the waste materials and bring to the urinary bladder. Okay. Then these things, arteries and veins, to bring in and out blood. Okay. And this is the structure of kidney. Simply blood goes in and gushes into those nephrons through those medulla which contains nephrons, and after filtration they goes out through vein, and these things, the urine is collected here in the ureter collectively, and they are sent to the urinary bladder. This is how it works. I hope you understood. Now let's see what are the ureters. A ureter comes out from kidney and opens into the urinary bladder. Each ureter is a narrow tube that receives the urine formed in the kidney and transport it to the urinary bladder. Just now we discussed, urinary bladder is a muscular sac-like structure that temporarily stores urine. Its volume in a human average adult is, I guess, About half liter or 600 700 grams. Okay, and then we have urethra. Urethra is a short tube-like muscular structure which extends from the lower end of the urinary bladder to outside. Just it starts from the lower end of the urinary bladder and goes out to the body. Okay. The base of the urethra is surrounded by circular muscles called sphincter muscles to control the movement of urine. Okay, sphincter muscles. These muscles contract tightly to close the opening of the urethra. When these muscles relax, the urethra opens and the urinary bladder then contracts to force the urine out. Okay. When these muscles relax, the urethra opens and the urinary bladder then contracts to force the urine out. This process is called urination. Have you ever felt like you want to urinate during your sleep or late at night, especially in winter days? It hurts, isn't it? It hurts. You feel like, oh, I have to go. Something is contracted down there. What's contracting? The muscles, the circular muscles present around the urethra, they contract to prevent the leakage of urine in unfavorable circumstances. Let's say you are sleeping on your bed and you start urinating. It will be very tough for you, for your survival. It will be very tough if the warm place where you are sleeping in a cold winter night, if due to some muscle failure, if it's wet, then it will be very tough. You can laugh that service, but this is a really serious issue. It can kill people. Under adverse circumstances, people may die because of this. Okay, so we are glad that we have a very sophisticated set of machine. Okay, the whole body from head to toe is a very sophisticated set of machine. I always say this because I am profound of human intelligence and human evolution. Okay, so what happens? It contracts and it stores all the urine, and when the right time comes, when it's full, when you feel like I have to urinate, then you go to some favorable place where you want to urinate, out from your some away from your residence or where you are residing. You go outside or somewhere away, and then there your sphincter muscles relax and the urinary bladder contracts in order to squeeze out all the urine stored in it. This is how urination takes place. This process is called urination. In the next class, we will try and explore the formation, how urine is formed. Okay, the formation of urine, how it is formed, which includes a few steps like filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and all those things. Then we will see difference between ejection and excretion. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this class and understood the process of excretion of urine, how it is formed and how it is excreted. Okay, not form we will see in next class. The system, how it works. If you have any doubt, please let me know. It will be my pleasure to clear all your doubts, and if not, then I will ask questions. Thank you very much for watching this video till here.